Well, you haven't heard by now. Uh, Inoue knocked out my boy Steve Fulton. I think it was what, the ninth round he stopped him. Uh, Yeesh, dominant performance. First I'll give credit to Steve Fulton for traveling overseas. It's not easy to go overseas and defend your belt. It's never easy going overseas, regardless. Whether you're defending your belt, getting the belt, it's always a challenge when you got to travel. So definitely credit for Steve Fulton for risking his O. Give credit to the monster, man. Dude he lived up to the hype. Not hype. I knew he was a good fighter, but if you had any doubts, don't doubt it no more. Dude is the real deal. Dominant performance. Not only did he beat and knock out Steve Fulton, but he actually outboxed him, in my opinion. He out-jabbed him. I think he didn't get enough credit for going into the fight. Dude's hand speed is good. It's not just his punching power. His hand speed was really good. His timing was really good. His accuracy, his punch placement. Technically sound. I know a lot of people want to curl Spence a technically sound fighter. I'll give a break though. Spence and Crawford, but fundamentals is real solid. Something he did real nice that I liked a lot. He out feinted Steve Fulton. His feints was really good. His jab was on point. Went up and down seriously with the jab. His left hook to the body was real good. Right hand was on point. Threw some nice combos, especially in the later rounds. He's putting his punches together really well. Not sure why Steve Fulton had such a wide base. He generally doesn't have his base that wide. I get it. You want to establish punching power with Inoue for show. But I think he would have been better off using punches together, combination punching and turning him, rather than try to punch with him and counter him. I thought that was a huge mistake. I was the superior counter puncher. And I think his hand speed was underrated, like I said before. I think Cool Boy Steph met a dude who can match him when it comes to athleticism department. Not sure what Steve Fulton really could have done. I think maybe the one thing he could have done was to use his physical strength and make Inoue look like the smaller fighter. By kind of doing what Fury did to Wilder or what Donaire did to Inoue, and just walk him down, especially behind the jab. One jab's not going to do it, though. You got to double, triple the jab. He got to feint, use body work, rough him up. But honestly, I thought Inoue did a better job of roughing him up. He definitely was a better body snatcher. And, your best bet if you're fighting a really good puncher is to bring it to him a lot of times. That's sometimes the most dangerous route, but sometimes that may be your only route, especially if he can box. And that was the case with Inoue. He's a really good boxer. Steph was supposed to be the better boxer, but that's not what happened. And you see that a lot in boxing, where sometimes you go against the grain, and you don't always get the outcome you was expecting. I think most people thought Inoue would struggle with Cool Boy's, hand speed and just overall foot speed, but Inoue did a good job cutting the ring off. Like I said, his timing was good, his jab was good. Anytime you let the shorter fighter out-jab you, you got problems. You definitely got problems. Not even just smaller fighters, but the shorter fighter. The shorter fighters out-jabbing you, you have problems. That just spells doom. Generally, you're not going to win that fight, especially if the dude can punch. So, it's not really much to say. Like I said, I don't know really what Fulton could have done other than try to use the bully tactic. But again, that might have got him knocked out sooner. There's not a lot of huge punchers like that in that weight class. You get some volume guys, but those one-hitter quitter guys, you don't see a lot of those in those weight classes. Donaire was literally the last guy to have that kind of, shotgun power. But honestly, like I said, Inoue was really outboxing him. And then the power, finished him off. But Fulton was gun shy early. He had to change tactics early too, because the first 2 rounds he couldn't, he couldn't use the movement the way he probably wanted to. But again, you can't move that effectively with a wide base. You got to bring your base in. If you're going to move, you got to bring your base in. If you're gonna have a wide base, then you're gonna have to kind of like Canelo, use upper body movement, feint, and throw combinations. You're not going to fight effectively with a wide base and move. It's counteracting yourself almost. You can't have both. So if you're gonna have a wide base, you better throw it with bad intentions. And especially if you're not a known puncher, then you better throw punches in bunches. If you're not gonna do that, you just it's bound to get your ass whooped, to be honest. But Inoue, he the real deal. Pound for pound wise, hey, if you got him number one, I ain't gonna knock you. Got to see what happens with Crawford and Spence. It depends how it happens. Whoever wins between Crawford and Spence, if they're able to have a similar performance, then yeah, I'd probably keep them number one. But if that fight is competitive, like a lot of people think it's going to be, regardless who's the winner, then I wouldn't knock it if you had a Inoue number one pound for pound. He's a 4-division world champion. Outside of the first Donaire fight, he really hadn't had any competitive fights, to be honest. What's his ceiling? I probably would guess. I'd probably say 130. He could probably do a one-off at 130, get a belt, and then come back down. Kind of like Roy Jones at heavyweight. Could he long-term campaign up there? Maybe. I don't know. He's 30 years old? So he definitely could do it at 126. But I don't know much higher than 126. Like I said, he could probably do a one-off at 130, get a belt, and then call it a career. 126, I don't think there'd be a rush to go for undisputed or unified. He probably could take his time up there. Because I think his next fight is going to be for undisputed at 122. So right now, he definitely the man. And Crawford's 35 years old, going 36. Spence is 33. So regardless of who wins between Spence and Crawford, I don't think either one of them is going to stick around too much longer anyway. So if you don't already have a Inoue number one in their pound for pound, it's going to be pretty similar. So he definitely lived up to the bill, man. He lives up to his nickname. He's a real monster, bro. Box and bang. The one puncher he did fight, he showed a great chin, fought with a broken face, and still outboxed him. So I don't know what else he really want for Inoue. I would like to see face a dude who's probably a younger version of Donaire, a guy who can punch but also can box a little. I know the kid Ramirez won the WBO featherweight title on the undercard. That's probably a fight of the future since they're both with Top Rank. That's kind of old school, fighters fighting each other's undercard to build up future fights. They did it with Mayweather, Oscar, Canelo, Floyd. So it's a definite trend that happens in boxing pretty decently. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Where you got Inoue pound for pound wise? You think he's the baddest man on the planet? I don't see how he's not at least top 3. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Drop it in the comments.